This year, for the first time, I participated in a Secret Santa hosted by VGen. I had no idea what to expect or whose character I'd get to draw. Despite my anxiety and a little fear, I decided to push through and just go with it. I was paired with Valerixa and her character Maeva. I hope I pronounced it right. I'm sorry if something doesn't right. Anyway, let me tell you, Maeva has such a rich backstory and deep lore that I got completely absorbed. I was so absorbed that I completely missed the part in her letter that said I actually could draw anything as long as it fit within her lore. Instead, I started overthinking, trying to come up with something grand like Maeva flying through the sky like a comet or something. And after all, she is like a fragment of a deity, as I understood it. But as the day 2 or 3 rolled around, I still didn't even have a proper sketch. So, in my frustration, I decided to take a closer look to the letter again and see if there was anything I missed. That's when I noticed the magical phrase, anything is fine. I let out a sign of relief and suddenly the idea started flowing more easily. And also, around that time, Valerie also shared an inspiration file she had prepared for me. At first, I found the file a bit overwhelming. There was so many different and varied examples of what that I didn't know where to start. But on the other hand, it gave me clarity. It helped me piece together what Valerie might like, and I began forming a clear vision. I decided to draw Maeva standing in front of a mirror. While looking through Valerie's previous works featuring Maeva, I noticed a strong theme of reflections in her art. I thought it would be fitting to continue that theme. Unfortunately, I didn't record the process of sketching on my computer, but I do have two initial sketches from my sketchbook that I used as a base. I transferred those onto my computer to refine the final piece. For me, the easiest part is always drawing a human body. Honestly, I love drawing human figures, especially bare skin. It feels so natural and enjoyable to work with. Maeva, with her design, made this even more fun. She's not completely armored, her bare stomach, shoulders and thighs were such a pleasure to draw. At one point, I got so caught up in enjoying the process of painting her skin that I completely forgot she was supposed to be wearing stockings. I had to go back and repaint that part to make them look like a proper stockings. Clothing, on the other hand, has always been more challenging to me. I don't always plan ahead when it comes to colors or how everything will come together, and this led to a bit of a trouble with her design because her black weapon, gloves and nearly black hair all blended together too much. It became one big dark mess. As I started coloring, I realized I probably should have gone with one of my earlier sketches, because in that version her hands, the massive sword and her hair were more visually distinct. It might have made the final piece look more balanced and cohesive, but yeah, it's okay though. I tried to learn from my mistakes. And another mistake I made was downloading a free asset from Clip Studio Assets. It was a decorative frame with wings, and at first I thought it was perfect. I used it because I knew that drawing the mirror and all the surrounding details by hand would take even more time. By the way, according to my program, I spent around 12 hours on this illustration. It might have been a bit more since I worked on it through the whole month. Of course, I had other projects going on, commissions, pattern designs for a concert, but this illustration was what I dedicated most of my time and energy to. Why wasn't using the free Clip Studio asset the best idea? I always work on large canvases, and this project was no exception. I wanted the illustration to be high quality, just in case Valerie wanted to print it as a poster, something like this, because of the large canvas size, the asset started to lose quality, with the edges becoming pixelated. This was really frustrating, and I ended up having to redraw the entire frame from scratch. I quickly realized I didn't have enough time to manually shade all the details on the frame, and I was sitting in Discord with a friend frantically trying to figure out what to do, and then a brilliant idea hit me. I decided to try using a random old brush I had that's meant for drawing gold. Honestly, I never really liked that brush. I usually prefer to paint gold by hand because it looks much nicer, but the effect it created under the tint with those color jitter pixels gave the frame this holographic look. While it's no longer looked like a mirror frame, it started resembling something out of, TCG, and I actually really like the result. To add more personal touches, I decorated the edges of the frame with the smaller versions of Maeva and flowers that symbolize her. On top, it's her younger version, and at the bottom, included her adult goddess-like form. I was incredibly nervous about the whole process because Valerie is such a talented artist with an impressive skill level. I wouldn't call my skills low, but when I see someone at that level, I feel this urge to push myself and show them my very best work. I think I managed to do that here. Valerie has already received the gift and said that she really loved it, which makes me so proud. Knowing that I gave it my all, 200% even, and that it brought her so much joy feels incredibly rewarding. And that's the story of my first Secret Santa experience with VGen. I'm so glad I took a part in it. It was challenging, fun, and incredibly rewarding to see someone truly appreciate the effort I put in. If you ever hesitated to join something like this, I'd say go for it. It's such a great way to connect with other artists and step out of your comfort zone. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe for more art-related content, and if you ever participated in Secret Santa or done something similar, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Until next time,